Hi, I'm Michelle Peterson, and this is assignment 5. I did my unit plan over map skills for 4th graders. The instructional design that I picked was the backward design model. What I did was I just put back up from my assignment 4, and you'll see as I go through here, there's going to be some highlights and comments over to this side about the things that I would change after meeting with another 4th grade teacher in my school. So the first thing is the students will demonstrate an understanding by labeling the important parts of a map and creating a map key. After talking with her with my other objectives, we decided that not only labeling a map, but that was kind of in creating a map key and stuff. That was something that we needed to do, or I needed to do in like a whole nother lesson. That was too complex to add just to a 2-day lesson. So I changed this, and my changes over here on the side in the comment, and it says that I will understand or demonstrate an understanding of directions through assessment by properly following a list of directions to locate a particular state. And that's what the students did up here, practicing with other students. So I thought that would be a good assessment to do to check their understanding after they've had a bunch of practice with other students and whether or not they could use cardinal and intermediate directions. A couple things here. One of the summative assessments that I had, I highlighted the part where we're going to take off the labeling of the parts of the map because that matched this objective up here, and that's not the intent anymore for this assignment or unit plan, I guess. Again, parts of a map, we scratched that part off again. And then also this one I changed it to the students will be following teacher directions to locate states because that follows the objective from above. Each part of the map will be labeled correctly, and that's how I was going to like a rubric score, and it ended up needing to be that the number of states labeled correctly, the students will be worth a set of points. So that was just another change that I made. Something that I noticed is we do a lot of interactive notebook in our school, and I had it down here in my activities, but I didn't have it as a material, so I added that up here. As we go down through here, you'll see right here, I just wanted to add in another question. The kiddos started out talking about like not having GPS and how they would use a road map and things like that. But my colleague thought it would be a good idea to add another prompt about trying to connect back to their real world about how because there's 5 different maps and one of them is a climate map. So I wanted to give them a second example of the climate map, and that alone would have helped my low achievers too, because then they would only have to search for a few more. Another accommodation that I did for my low learners were instead of putting them, I originally was just going to give them a graphic organizer and have them go look. That way they had the 5 maps and they could just research. Sometimes it's really hard for them to take notes and things like that on their own, so I just added in here that they're going to be in a small group with the teacher completing this task. And then last thing, down here, the students will also label the missing labels in the map key. I took all of that out because that doesn't follow my objective again. So there was a lot of different things that I changed, just made it more refined. I think the problem I was having was I was trying to create a big, massive thing, and I needed to make it a little bit smaller since it was just a 2-day unit. Regarding the questions on the schedule, it says, do the task yield appropriate evidence? I would definitely say that they do. The things I had the kids doing, they went right back to the objective, and that's why you could see throughout my entire assignment I had to cross things off. Are they real world application? Every prompt question was something that they had to think about that they did in their lives and things like that. So it was very real world. Are the variety of appropriate assessment formats? They did a short video as one of the assessments, and then they also had a paper, but I would have rather put the paper on Schoology after thinking about it. And then lastly, do they have an opportunity to self-assess? They're able to do that with their partners when they are working to try and figure out when the students how to locate states. So I would say that they covered all 4 of the bullet points. Thank you.